Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. Get this headset on, right? So, we are back with more Fallout action. And what more do you need? It's going to be another two for today. We're going to roll out at least two videos because there's news galore. And I'm going to keep this one focused in on Fallout 3 for all you guys who want to hear Fallout 3 stuff. You want to hear some Modern Horizons 2 and other shenanigans that are going on? Stay tuned for the next video. Also, we're going to be live streaming tomorrow, Sunday. Um, we'll probably say around 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll go with that. A little bit of arena. We'll just play a little bit of brawl, have some fun. Stop by, hit the chat. I'll talk to you guys, and we'll have a good old time. So, don't forget, links are in the description to places to buy cards from me and the channel. Patreon, all that good jabs. You can jobs, jit, whatever. And don't forget, the easiest way to keep the channel sponsored is just subscribe and watch some videos. I do it for you. And because I'm bored and don't have a fucking life. But anyway, with all that being said, let's get into it. First off, we have a reprint of Swords to Plowshares. Not too bad. 1 white, exile a creature. Its controller gains life equal to its power. If you don't know what that is yet, then you need to go read your Bible. We have a Dispatch reprint. 1 white, you tap a creature. If you have Metalcraft, which is 3 or more artifacts in play, you can exile it. We have Crush Contraband, white and 3 instant. Choose one or both. Exile target artifact, exile target enchantment. It's basically 2 enchantments in one. Gonna be pretty good for a commander. We have reprint of Glimmer of Genius, and if you've played the game, if that's Dr. Madison, Genius is not what she is. Anyway, blue and 3, scry 2, then draw 2, plus you get 2 energy. The next group of cards we got rolling on in is another reprint, Thirst for Knowledge. Blue and 2, draw 3 cards, and discard 2 cards, let you discard an artifact. We have a Whirler Rogue reprint. I like the art on this, not gonna lie. 2 blue and 2. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens. You can tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. We have a Loyal Apprentice reprint. Haste 2/1. It has Lieutenant at the beginning of combat in your turn. If you control your commander, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Then it gains haste until the end of turn as well. Unexpected Windfall reprint. 2 red and 2. Additional cost, you discard a card. You get to draw 2, create 2 treasures. Next in the lineup, we have Wake the Past. Red, white, and 5. Sorcery. Return all artifact cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste. Seems good. We have a reprint of the Ever-Flowing Chalice. And I love the fact that it's a whiskey thingy bob that you put in your... God, I don't even know what it's called. Somebody help me out in the comment section. So for 0, multi-kicker of 2, it enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it for every time it's kicked. You can add 1 colorless for every charge counter on it. And you just have to put it into play for 2. After that, you can start proliferating your brains out and make them a giant mana rock. We have a Lightning Grease reprint. Pretty good picture, pretty much sums it up. 2 colorless, equip creature has haste and shroud, equips for 0, and a Mind Stone reprint. Like the picture. 2 colorless, taps for a colorless, or for 1, you can tap, sacrifice it to draw a card. Next on the list of reprints, we have the Panharmonicon. God, I love this picture. It's fucking fantastic. 4 colorless artifact. If an artifact or creature enters the battlefield, causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control, it triggers additional time. We have a Steel Overseer reprint. I love it. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger. 2 colorless for a 1/1. Tap it, put a +1/+1 counter on every artifact creature you control. Every artifact, creature. Yeah, anyway. Moving on. Mystic Forge reprint. 4 colorless. Look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast spells from the top of your library. Artifact spells, that is. And colorless. Tap. Pay 1 life. Exile top card of your library. We have a reprint of the Talisman of Creativity. A magazine? I think we could have done better than that. Still like the picture. 2 colorless, taps for a colorless, or you get a red or a blue if you take 1 damage. The next reprint's the Talisman of Progress. Oh, I guess they're all magazines. Okay, I'm down with that. So 2 colorless, it taps for a colorless, obviously, for a white or a blue. It does 1 damage to you. We have a Thought Vessel reprint. I guess that's fine, Thought Vessel. kind of, sort of. 2 colorless Mana Rock, taps for a colorless. Got no max hand size. I love the Wayfarer Bauble reprint. Yes. Good old, I wouldn't say snow globe. Is that what they're called? I mean, they're called snow globes, but they all called snow globes? Anyway. 1 colorless for 2 and tapping. Get the Bauble, search your library for next landing card, put it in the battlefield, tap. And then we get back into the land cycle. Sky Cloud Expansions here. The blue-white filter land. As we move on to some other reprint lands, we have Glacial Fortress. If you control an island or plains, it comes into play untapped. Irrigated Farmland, Cycling. Mystic Monastery, the 3 mana comes into play tap land. And Prairie Stream. That does not look like, well, I guess it kind of looks like a prairie. Kind of hilly, though. Anyway. Next set of the land cycle cards we have is Razor Tide Bridge. We have the Rustveiled Bridge. These both enter tap. They're destructible. They are artifact lands. Silver Bluff Bridge, same thing. Spire of Industry, actually pretty good. Taps for colorless. You can pay 1 life and add a mana of any color. Activate only if you control an artifact. I mean, you put an artifact land in play. This is basically a mana confluence. City of Brass, call it what you will. Anyway, moving on. We won't go that far. Sulphur Falls reprint, Temple of Enlightenment, Temple of Epiphany, Treasure Vault reprint from the old D&D-age. You get for X twice. You can sacrifice the vault to create X treasure tokens. That's actually kind of cool. All these gold bricks and stuff. I'm digging it. I can see why this is in here. And with the picture and everything being quote-unquote vaults in Fallout, I'm okay with this. Next on the list, we have Paladin Dance Steel Maverick. White and 2 for a 3/3. Vigilance Lifelink, already good. You may exile him. Each creature you control that isn't an artifact or a human gains indestructible to end of turn. So, if you're only playing artifacts and humans, it's pretty good. We have the Expert Level Safe. 2 colorless artifact. When Expert Level Safe enters the battlefield, exile top 2 cards of your library face down. 1 and tap. You and target opponent each secretly choose 1, 2, or 3. Then those choices are revealed. If they match, sacrifice Expert Level Safe and put all cards exiled with it into their owner's hand. Otherwise, exile the top card of your library face down. This card seems really fun. Like a little mini side game of, hey, when do I get to Wheel of Fortune for more than 1 card? Vault 13, Dweller's Journey. White and 3 Saga. So, on 1, for each player, exile up to 1 other target enchantment or creature that player controls until this leaves the battlefield. On 2, you gain 2 life and scry 2. That's okay, I guess. On 3, return 2 cards exiled with Vault 13 to the battlefield under their owner's control and put the rest on the bottom of their owner's library. I guess you put yours back and whoever talks the nicest to you out of the other opponents, and then everybody else just gets the ham sandwich. We have the Arcade Ganon. Blue, white, and 2 for this 2/3. Tap, draw a card, then discard a card, put a quest counter on him. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an artifact or human spell from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of quest counters on this card. Seems pretty good, but 4 mana might be a bit much. That's probably fine for Commander. We have the Brotherhood Vertibird. 3 colorless, blank 4. Flying. Its power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. It cruise for 2. That's probably alright. We have Behemoth of Vault 0. 6 colorless, 6/6 Trampler. When it enters the battlefield, you get 4 energy. When Behemoth of Vault 0 dies, you may pay an amount of energy equal to target non-land permanent's mana value. When you do, destroy that permanent. That's interesting. I mean, you don't even have to use it if you don't want to. It's a good way to get energy, plus it's a 6/6 for 6. It has trample. Like, it's just all plus side, it seems like. We have Electro Siphoner. Red and 2 blue. Counter target spell. You gain an amount of energy equal to its mana value. Oh boy, that's a good counter spell for an energy deck. Thank God that thing wasn't in standard. Ugh, it just makes me want to vomit thinking about it. We have the Synth Eradicator. Red and 2 for a 3/3 haster. When it attacks, exile top card of your library. You gain 2 energy. If you don't, you may play that card this turn. Oh, okay, so you either get energy or play the card that turn. So you get to exile the card first, so you know what it is. So then you can choose energy or to play it. That's actually pretty good. Tap, pay 3 energy. The Eradicator deals 3 damage to any target. A good bolt on a stick. Can't argue with that. Next we have Assaultatron Dominator. 1 red and 1 for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, it gets 2 energy. However, whenever an artifact creature you control attacks, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, put your choice of a +1/+1 counter, first strike, or trample counter on that creature. That seems really good. Robo Brain Warmind, blue and 3, star 5. Its power is equal to the number of cards in your hand. When it enters the battlefield, you get an amount of energy equal to the number of artifact creatures you control. That would probably be a lot in this deck. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 3 energy. If you do, draw a card. That seems good. I mean, it's okay for a common. I mean, I could see some... It's just okay, though, but still. We have 1 with the Machine. Blue and 3 colorless sorcery. Draw cards equal to the highest mana value among artifacts you control. This is going to be the next big thing. A 4 mana, draw 6 or more, because if you're playing artifacts, you're going to have some bangers in there. Speaking of bangers, we have the Pridewind Steel Flagship. 2 white and 4 for a 6/6 flyer. Whenever another non-token artifact enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 white human knight creature token with. This creature gets +2/+2 as long as an artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn. God, that's disgusting. That's a thing. That's an army in a can. Next we have Sentry Bot. White and 4 for a 2/5 flasher. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature attacking. That's kind of interesting. Whenever Sentry Bot enters the battlefield, you gain energy for each creature attacking you. Oh, wait a minute. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature attacking you. Wow. And then you also get energy for each creature attacking you. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 3 energy. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. This is a very interesting combat trick, I guess. Because you only really want to cast this if someone's swinging at you. Get tons of energy, start putting counters on everything. Plus, you can jump them in the way of something and block a small creature. I don't know. It seems weird, but I'm sure there's a reason for this. Next, we have Brotherhood Scribe. White and 1 for a 1/3 with metal. Once you have Metalcraft, you can tap, get energy. Activate only if you control 3 more artifacts. Whenever you get 1 or more energies during your turn, creatures you control get +1/+1. That's really good. A way to get energy on a regular basis, and it's cheap. We have the Automated Assembly Line, a white and 1. Whenever 1 or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, get an energy. Pay 3, create a tapped 3/3 colorless robot artifact creature token. That seems a bit overpowered. As it seems there's lots of ways to get energy in this deck, and you can just start spitting out 3/3s with it. Just because then the 3/3s attack, if they get through, you get more energy to make more 3/3s, like, snowball down a hill, so forth and so on. So, pretty interesting. Lots of reprints in this one, but a lot of good cards as well. Not as overpowering as some of the other ones we've seen revealed earlier, but still some pretty sweet ones in here. So, until next time, be kind, and as always, guys, I hope to see you across from the game table. Didn't we as a community at one point agree that energy was broken, we shouldn't do energy, and it was a eyesore, and what the fuck does Wizards care? They just want to make money.